everyone. I hope you're doing well today. We're going to take a look at this Pisces full moon that's happening on September 7th, 2025. Now, this will be a total lunar eclipse at 15 degrees and 22 minutes at 2:09 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This eclipse is marking our first eclipse of the season as we start feeling the effects of the Pisces energies. With full moons being a time of release, the eclipse energy will make it stick due to the North Node in Pisces. We are all wanting to elevate our subconscious to new inspirations or even just hope of a better, brighter future. But to do so, we will have to release the Virgo within us. The personality traits of feeling like we aren't good enough or capable to live our best life. This will require us to adjust our ways of thinking, a new perspective of how to live that best life will occur within the energies at play. So we're going to take a look at the chart. We'll have the moon conjunct the North Node in Pisces, and this will be reflecting upon some subconscious motivations. So let me circle that for you. Okay, so you understand where we're looking. Oh, goodness. And we also have the moon that will trine Jupiter in Cancer. And this will help you find the joy that you've been looking for. Also, the sun will be in opposition of the North Node and conjunct Mercury. Now, when it's conjunct Mercury, it's being mentally focused on what needs to be released. Mercury is the ruler of Virgo, and it's dealing with your mindset, the way that you communicate to yourself. It can also be the way that you receive communication. Okay, so you could be receiving communication upon the way that you are or the way that you do things, and this can impact you to release. Okay, so we have also the sun, which will be in opposition of the North Node and conjunct the South Node. Now I want you to take a good look at this, and it's almost like it is a finger of God here, or a yod. Some people call it a yod. But with the sun in opposition of the North Node, this is letting go of your past motivations so that you can create that brighter future. I'm going to go over all the signs. Please watch your sun, moon, and rising sign to get a full picture of how this is happening within your world. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Please comment so that the algorithm will show other people my videos, right? If you're interested in this chart, I do use Astro Matrix, the Astro Matrix app. I have a link within my playlist for Astro Matrix, or how to use the app. It is free. It does have ads. You can also purchase it without ads. They have different things on here of tarot guides, and also you can look at your daily horoscope. At the bottom it says daily. You also have your reports and other charts that you can initiate with, such as your draconic chart, your progress chart, different charts that you can go into to look at. I also want to tell you too that with Astro Matrix, you can click on either the aspects or positions, and you can click on each individual thing here. that I'm pointing to. You can click on each individual one, and it gives you a definition of what's going on with the aspects. It also shows you the symbol of the aspects so that you can get more of an idea. If you're new with astrology, you can get more of an idea of what they look like symbolically and how they interact with each other. Okay? All right, so I will see you soon. Hi, Libra. I hope you're doing well today. This is for Libra, Sun, Moon, or Rising. We're going to take a look at this eclipse energy that is happening within Pisces in your 6th house. Please take time out to like, share, and subscribe. Okay, so this is a full moon lunar eclipse. And full moons, they do deal with releasing, right? So we're adding that description into this eclipse, but it's the releasing of something being eclipsed out of your life, right? So the 6th house being activated is your health, your daily routines, your daily work and employment, your co-workers, your pets, your service to others, organizing and detail orientation. Now, with that said, in Pisces, Pisces is transformation and endings. Pisces is also healing and restoration. Pisces can be spirituality and enlightenment, some type of enlightenment that comes through that's necessary for your healing upon a daily routine, a daily work situation, an employment situation, right? Your health situation, your pet situation. Loss and grief is also Pisces, and loss and grief is activated for everybody during this eclipse, okay, because Pisces is activated. I'm just letting you know. But there could be some healing that happens in regards to a grief situation that you went through. There could be some healing that happens revolving around losing a pet, right? It doesn't necessarily have to be a loss of a pet. It can be a healing of that situation so that it brings about a new beginning for you. Now, I do want to show you that with Pisces activated with transformations and endings, there is a type of ending that could happen within a work situation, within a lifestyle situation, within a habit situation, okay? Now, there could also be some type of psychic and intuitive ability that comes through that pushes you toward a new daily routine, that pushes you toward a new lifestyle, all right? Now, when Pisces is activated, all the clairs are activated. Clairvoyant, clairaudience, clairvoyance, I said clairvoyance, claircognizance. All of the clairs are activated. Premonitions are abound. Visions are abound, right? And there could be some intuitive hits that happen that revolve around health situations, that revolve around a lifestyle situation, or that revolve around a work situation. There could also be some type of letting go and going with faith and unconditional love that comes out of a lifestyle situation. But we're going to push forward to the sun, because the sun is opposing within a full moon, right? It opposes the moon. And with that opposition, oppositions are to bring you back into alignment. Yes, they're a challenge, but it's to bring you back into alignment with what is necessary. And the sun is shining upon the 12th house, which in definition is Pisces. Okay, the 12th house is Pisces in astrology. But in your case, it is in the Virgo sign. And Virgo deals with a lifestyle, your health, your daily work and employment, your pets, right? It deals with 6th house entities. So it's a push and pull on how to change my health, how to get over any type of loss that I went through, how to facilitate that healing revolving around my connection with my faith, how to facilitate that healing revolving around past conditioning that I've went through, right? that can restore my lifestyle, that can restore my health, that can restore my work situation. Okay, so you get the theme. But also, transformations and endings are the 12th house. And when one door closes, another one opens. And this to facilitate that newness that's coming through. So if there's an ending, an eclipsed job or an eclipsed health situation or an eclipsed co-worker situation, is to open up the door to something new. Or an eclipsed pet situation, right? Is to open up something new. But the sun is shining here on a transformation. With the sun is our vitality. The sun can also represent our ego, our survival tactic, right? It's for a good cause, right? The survival tactic, because we're human, and it's to help you deal with life. It's to help you deal with the world, okay? And this could be a time to where that ego has a death, I guess you would say, with Pisces being a loss of ego or Pisces being a grief of ego. It's a death of ego that happens to push you forward to a new lifestyle, to help you feel safer, to help you feel like the divine has your back, to help you feel like the universe is there for you, listening, giving you signs, helping you out in every step of the way. Now, I do want to say too, when it comes to work, there is an unconditional love that has to come in with work situations. That if there are people surrounding you and they are over analytical, because Virgo being activated with Pisces, that means that they would be over analytical. They would be criticism involved. There would be maybe bossiness, right? Bossiness involved. And there's an unconditional love that has to come in for your lifestyle. Maybe you deal with this all the time, not just within work, but all the time from someone that you're surrounded by or those that you're surrounded by. And some type of healing has to come out of that because something is triggering that within you. Does that make any sense? You are being exposed to this as a mirror to show you what's going on with inside of yourself, and a healing has to happen on a daily basis, on a lifestyle basis, for you to get closer to your authentic self in a spiritual sense, to help you get closer to the divine, the universe, whatever you believe in. You know what I mean? There's a belief within the 6th house that needs to happen, because Pisces is the state of belief, right? If you look at like Pinterest or memes about Pisces, they are belief. I believe is their statement, right? So there's a belief system that has to come in that you are healthy, that you are living the lifestyle that was given to you by the divine, that you are blessed within that lifestyle, right? 6th house. Service to others is also activated. And if you are of the esoteric knowledge or occult or astrology or tarot or anything of that nature, this could be a time to where that is activated, that there's a different type of service to others that you're going to give to other people, such as, your talent upon the occult. That could be it. Or that service to others has to initiate that unconditional love for you to get through the day. That you're capable of doing what is necessary because you are connected with the divine, right? But you have to be reminded of this on a daily basis. Being connected to God's source, the universe, is something that is a major thing on a daily basis for you, because the 6th house is in Pisces. You understand? So the 6th house is going to have some type of ecliptic energy here of a new lifestyle, of a new daily routine, of a new situation with pets, of a new service to others, of a new way of analyzing something, organizing something, okay? And it could be due to maybe a loss of a job, all right? That can happen. It can also be not just a loss of a job, but it could be a transformation of a job, like an upgrade. And therefore, a responsibility is necessary. Virgo in the 12th house is transformation of your lifestyle, daily work, daily routine, co-workers, right? So all of this said, there could be an upgrade that happens for you, and therefore you have to just go with the flow. You have to seek help through divine intervention, right? You have to work on yourself on a daily basis with unconditional love for other people and co-workers. You have to facilitate that organization and detail orientation before you even step into work. Ask the divine to help you, right? Before you even get to servicing another person with anything, whether that be with the occult or whether that be with some type of humility, you have to ask the divine to help you. You understand? So that they can work through you. They can use and facilitate that necessary unconditional love that's shown. Therefore, other people are attracted to you. Okay? All right. I hope I explained that correctly. But to have Pisces in the 6th house it is necessary for you to connect with whatever you believe in beyond the veil. It is necessary on a daily basis, okay, for you to keep that balance. You are represented by balance, right? For you to keep that balance within your world, you have to connect, whether that be pulling tarot on a daily basis, or saying prayers or affirmations on a daily basis, or this could be using crystals, or you pick your domain, but it's to connect on a daily basis with the divine. Now, the sun shining in the 12th house could be some type of situation that you had with health that ends up being like a miracle that came out of it, or it ends up being like miraculously healed, right? That could happen. I'm trying to think of any other ways that I can explain this to you. You could find a job working in a prison, hospital, insane asylum. You could also see your self-sabotaging tendencies within your lifestyle, whether that deals with habits or it deals with a health situation. This could be that, or it could be something that is secret that comes out within a workspace. It could be something that is secret that comes out within co-workers, right? That could happen. This could also be a situation of some type of download or enlightenment on how to service others. Okay, therefore your lifestyle is changing because of that, right? So I want to look more into this, because also the North Node will be conjunct the Moon. And the North Node is pushing you to your soul's calling during the North Node in Pisces in the transit of your 6th house is trying to show you that it's time for you to get more vulnerable within your services, or is trying to show you that boundaries are necessary within your workspace, okay, or with your co-workers, right? Because if you facilitate boundaries on how you service others, then you won't become the victim. Does that make any sense? There's a change that's happening here. With the North Node here, it's your soul is trying to show you the actual enlightenment of the 6th house on what you need to be doing, what is necessary for you to keep your health in alignment, what is necessary for you to keep your workspace in alignment. And I say this because the South Node is in the 12th of transformation and endings. It's the same definition as Pisces, right? And it's saying let go of being too critical. Let go of being too analytical. Let go of giving people all of your energy. Okay? Boundaries are necessary within your lifestyle. Boundaries are necessary within your workspace. Boundaries are necessary within co-workers, right? Organizing and detail orientation is also Virgo with the South Node. And it can get overwhelming if you are too over analytical. Now, Mercury is with Virgo at this time during this full moon lunar eclipse, okay? And it can be communication coming to you revolving around, hey, I need a reading, or I need healing, or I need a medium, right? It can be that communication, or it can be communication revolving around a job that comes to you that, well, it can go either way. It could be that you lost that job, or it could be, a coworker quit, right? I mean, those things transform the way that you work, right? Or the lifestyle that you're holding. So keep that in mind, that Mercury is here, can be actual communication, but it can be psychological too. It can be that there needs to be a healthier way to connect with yourself on a lifestyle basis. That you yourself need to have a healthier lifestyle so that your health gets better, or so that your work is better, or so that your service to others is better, right? It can be that enlightenment that comes through. But South Node is where we're leaving behind, and we're going toward the North Node of, just taking it one step at a time with the flow, going with the flow, water, right? Understanding in a psychological sense that whatever is happening on the outside of us, it may not be a situation of us, but the collective too, because Pisces is the collective. Or it could be something that's triggering you from some type of conditioning that you went through. Like say that you had jobs in the past, and there were times where you felt like you were needed, or there were times where you thought that you would never lose them, right? That could be some type of conditioning that you had held within inside of yourself of, I have to stop giving myself so much to jobs because they are finite, right? Or they are considering me as just a number, and boundaries need to be put up on your energy. You understand? of understanding that a job is a job, and I'm putting too much of an expectation on that job. An enlightenment comes through revolving around that job. An enlightenment comes through revolving around co-workers, that because Libras, they love to have relationship. That is them, right? And relating to other people and finding balance back and forth with other people, keeping that harmony and gaining that love because they're ruled by Venus, right? So understanding the concept of relationship to co-workers, right, could be a thing. And it could be during this time to where you stop giving so much energy to co-workers. It could be during this time that you also understand that they're not necessarily a friend, right? That could happen. Pisces being activated. I'm a Pisces sun. So if you can think of any way of feeling like you're hurt, that has happened to me, right? So that's why I can relate to this, of giving too much of that energy to co-workers, okay? All right, so we're going to talk about Jupiter, because Jupiter can bring in opportunities. Jupiter can be joyful. Jupiter can bring in expansion. And when I say expansion, it can expand something so much to where you have to grow, okay? Doesn't necessarily mean that it's a bad thing, but it was for the best on all sides. Does that make any sense? So Jupiter being in Cancer is in your 10th house of work. Okay, so your professional life, your work career, your reputation, your legacy. It can also include your father or a person of a father figure. It can also include stoicism. Okay, it can include, like when I say stoicism, it's one of like motivational speakers or people that you look up to and admiration that you hold on that pedestal. Your role in life is here. Your status is here. Your power is here. Okay. Jupiter is here to facilitate opportunities of maybe a job opportunity that deals with cancerous themes. It could be taking care of someone, servicing others in a way of taking care of them. It could be a job opportunity through a mother. It could be facilitating that status change of you being a mother, right? That's where your power lies. It could be expanding a situation of, like I said earlier, a job situation that, you know, you're getting some type of opportunity within the work field. It could be medical because it's in Cancer. It could be the opportunity to have a break. Jupiter can expand something within your workspace to where it's emotional, to where it gives you that enlightenment of, well, it's time for me to take care of myself. And that is your power, right? And therefore, that lifestyle changing of, I can't be balls to the wall all the time. I need to take time out for myself, right? That could be something that happens on an emotional scale, okay? But opportunities can come through for a job offer. And opportunities can come through with a status change. And this could be maybe a work from home situation. Or this could be a situation to where you're working with a mother or helping others take care of something. And when I say take care of something, Cancer is the nurturing factor. You have that opportunity to take care of others, right? Jupiter with your status, the role that you play. Okay? Can be that you're a parent, or it can be that you're becoming a parent, right? It can also be that status change of that upgrade within work, like you were a laborer and now you're the manager, right? It could be that. It could also go the other way, by the way. And I only say that because loss of job is activated and it changes your status. Jupiter here, it can expand a situation of you being a mom and you have to take care of your children rather than working so much, or being there for your children rather than working so much. That could be something. It could be also that a status change of you becoming a healer of some type, because that's Cancer, is healing. Cancer is also properties and homes, families, nurturing, mothers, mother figures, motherhood, security, your sense of belonging, your emotional body, and your foundation. And this could be that you gain some type of property, or you gain some type of home, and that changes the status that you're upholding, or gives you some type of power within for some type of work, right? It could also be a situation of parents being involved with maybe that opportunity, maybe pushing forth that opportunity for you to gain work, or for you to have more security, right? Because status is involved, fathers are involved. So it would be a father figure. Doesn't necessarily have to be a father, because mothers are also activated. So I'm just going to say parents. Maybe even family, because Cancer is family. And they have an opportunity for you to work. Or they have some type of maybe pushing you forward with an emotional upgrade to show you that you have the power within yourself, right? Do you understand what I'm saying? Because there's, with Cancer activated, there's some type of healing that's happening here within the 10th house. There's some type of opportunity that comes to you through initiating that nurturing, initiating either being at home, initiating either or initiate you to have a home, right? Now, Cancer is land and property, and this could be you working on land, or with homes, like real estate, or selling property, or just working on the property, right? Of family, of maybe even fathers. Doesn't necessarily have to be them. It could just be that you're working on property or on a home, right? Professionally. And that changes your status. Does that make any sense? I hope so. All right, Libra, thank you for being here. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time.